What the F? My heart shattered. I'm talking about my heart shattered. Shattered. Ladies and gentlemen, that's just my boo thing. Like, he ain't going nowhere. That's like my bae or whatever. What's up, what's up, what's up? What's up, guys? Your girl Airi, that cute little brown girl, everybody want a little taster. And today, guys, I am here with another mukbang plus a conversation. This time it's going to be a different topic. I have went live and asked everybody, like, you know, what exactly do you want me to talk about? Any ideas, any questions, things like that. And somebody said something that said, ding, 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 my very first heartbreak. So anybody who ever went through heartbreaks are so hard. But if I can be honest, I feel like your heart has to be in it for your heart to be broken. But I feel like I didn't really experience a heartbreak until, I don't know. I felt like my heart was broken. Like, I felt like, oh, like you literally had it and you broke it in half. And that's just not accurate at all. Like, at all. And so my very first heartbreak, I had a few incidents where I really thought my heart was broken. And the reason I keep saying heart was broken, because like where I'm at now, my heart was not broken. My feelings were hurt, and me being honest, I don't like rejection in any type of form, any type of way. I don't like it. And I definitely hate when I don't trust my intuition and I be right the whole time, and then I go against what I feel and then I be right. Like, you know what I'm saying? And nobody knows that I was right because I look stupid, so I can't even tell y'all like I was right. So that's definitely what I do not like. Like, yeah. So Oh, that was delicious. At first I thought it was gonna taste like carrot juice or something, but it's island mango. Ooh, delicious. So my very first heartbreak would have to be in 6th grade. I really liked this boy Airi. And dang, can I say real names out here? Yeah, so I really liked this boy Airi, and we was like, that was my boo. He didn't know it, but he was my boo. And we went to this predominantly white school, and while we was at the school, it was like a handful. And when I say handful, it was probably like less than 50 black students. Less than, like dramatically less than. That's just the max. It was maybe 50, but I'm actually, that's a gas. Less than 25 at this school at this time. At, you know what I'm saying? If I'm right or not. And I had really liked him, and everybody, all my friends, you know, Sierra, everybody knew who I liked. And this was actually like the start of like a whole bunch of stuff that kind of like trickled down from like that moment to like middle school, everything. But I liked him a lot, y'all. I really liked him a lot, and I had a crush on him. And my friends used to ask him, like, you know, do you like Airi? Do you like Airi? And this one time I left computer class, and he got out his class, and I'm like, you know, I'm dropping hints to my friend. Her name was Sierra Whittemore, and I was like, I like him. And she's like, I'm gonna talk to him. He's in my math class. Da, 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 da. I'm like, no, don't do it. But if you do, don't do it. But if you do, don't do it. But if you do, and he left. I mean, we left the class. We walking out, and you know, I'm in 6th grade, guys. I'm thinking like I'm in a movie scene. Like, I'm like, never know who's looking at me. Whole time she walks down the hallway, but I can read lips. I got supersonic ears at this point. I'm like, and they're like, you know, da, da, da. And he yells, screams, shouts from the top of his lungs, I don't like her, bro. What the F? My heart shattered. I'm talking about my heart shattered, ladies and gentlemen, shattered. Anybody who want to eat this food after me, I would advise them not to, because there's a lot of shattering over it. Anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm like, wow, really? So anybody who know me, I have melodramatic moments. I go to the bathroom and I look at myself, and I'm like, I look at myself in the mirror, and I promise y'all, I am not exaggerating. It's just me in there. I said, you are beautiful. You got this. You don't need him. You will never ever like him again. From this day going forward, you're done with him. Nothing. Nada. He will never ever get that chance. Ever. I'm a boss. Left the room. After that, never had feelings for him again. I had feelings for him, but you wasn't about to see me act on it. You wasn't about to see, oh, there you go, Airi. I'm like, Yep. So then we got this new boy who started school, and his name was Trey. Trey. He was short, Trey Harris, and I'm like, oh my god, like, I like him. He cute. And so it's not a lot of black people. So the black people flock with the other black people. So I'm like, okay. So I started talking to him. When I started talking to him, guess who liked me all of a sudden? Kyrie, talking about he liked me this whole time. Nah, buddy. But me and Trey had nothing in common. Me and Trey, like, it was just, you know, it just didn't. It just was very... You could tell, like, he was just new, and he was really shy. He was so shy. On my birthday, he had got me, like, this ring, but he was so scared to give it to me, and I'm aggressive. I'm like, give me the ring. What you got in your pocket? Is that for me? Like, whoa. Calm down, sis. Calm down. So... that was that. That was like my first like experience with a heartbreak. I did, of course, still like Kyrie. I just wasn't acting on it because I'm like, no, you're not about to have me out here looking stupid. But he had liked me. He had got me some flowers. My favorite color at the time was purple, but he never gave them to me, so they were just in his locker. And I just remember sitting in math class, and our teacher, I can't remember her name, but she had a really short haircut. Caucasian lady walked in, and she's like, these are for you. And I'm like, oh, they like old and broken. And I'm like, for me. And she's like, his locker was like super dirty. So yeah, so I got him. I'm like, and I just remember, like, I don't know if we were talking on MySpace, Kik, texting, or what. And yeah, like, that was hilarious. That was definitely something to remember. That was a heartbreaking moment. And then after that, I vowed, to be honest, I would never talk to another black man ever again. And so then I started looking at the white boys, and I said, they're delicious, I want them. But then they broke my heart too, because none of them could date a black girl. It was like real, giving me very, very racist vibes. Like, you know, I like you, but I can't talk to you. Like, if you like me, you can't talk to me. Do you have a girlfriend? Because I'm friends with everybody in the school. I'm on the cheer team, and you ain't talking to nobody. Like, and I like they're on the football team, but they ain't the quarterback, but they on the team, but everybody know them in the hallway. But you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna go like, oh, there go Hunter Davis running. You know, he might be on the bench, but everybody knows him. He's not the water boy either. He's like right there. It's like, you know him. He might get that lucky shot. He might come in the game. Those are the type of boys I would talk to. And that was like a little experience of my very first heartbreak. I had stopped talking to black boys. I was so done. If you are black, do not talk to me, because all y'all do is break hearts. Y'all don't appreciate a black woman. So I went to the white men, and the white boys, they only wanted to appreciate me under the cover. And I'm like, nah, I need the world to know I can take the chocolate and the vanilla too. Do you want a taste of me? Because I want a taste of you. But yeah, so I didn't date nobody in the whole 6th grade or 7th grade. And that really did not help with my insecurities at all. So yes, that's definitely an experience I had with my very first heartbreak. And I can go on and on. I feel like I had a heartbreak each grade, and then like I had like a break of heartbreaks, like a little like little 2-week break. And then I went right back into heartbreaks, back to back. But yeah, I just feel like I've experienced a lot of heartbreaks, like heartbreak feelings at least, but they ain't really heartbreaks. Like it take a lot to break my heart. My heart be hurt for a minute, give it a little week or two, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes a little longer, to be honest, but you know, after that, I'll be good. I'll be all right. What's up, bro? What's good? What's good, brother? Here, you want to talk to my sis? I think she's cute for you. Then I tell my sis, be careful. He still loves me.
That is not supposed to work at all.
It's a very, very much
super like
toxic,
mentally ill. That's what that is. Like something is wrong with you.
And then I stopped being friends with the girl, because why would you talk to my ex? That's messed up. Airi, you set us up.
I don't get that. That don't make no sense.
Yes, but that was like a joke. It was like I could really see you being with my friend. Then you start talking to my friend. No. Okay, yeah. That means that you've been looking at my friend this whole time. You're fake. It's over with. Wrap it up. But y'all got me a beef patty too. But another experience of a heartbreak, Nayla, pick an age or pick a grade, and I'll give you like a heartbreak story 11. Of that grade. 11. What year is that?
Junior.
Junior year.
Or you can do freshman year of college.
College?
You can do freshman year of college.
Okay, freshman year in college, my heartbreak. Nah, I ain't really had no heartbreak in college. Well, no, college, okay, I was talking to 2 different boys, right? Don't mind me. I was talking to a boy back in my hometown in Indiana. That's just my boo thing. Like, he ain't going nowhere. That's like my bae or whatever. This is my mindset at this time, y'all. Please forgive me in case y'all like, ooh, she's talking about right now. No, at the time, that's my boo. That's my bae. Like, he just been rocking with me forever. He's like a really good friend. And that's just my, we gonna call him Jay. So Jay is Jay. Nobody can say nothing about Jay, whatever. He toxic, very toxic at this stage. But Jay is just all over the place. But I met this boy because my best friend had dated this fraternity dude who she's now married to, yes. And she was talking to this guy, and on his line, one of his line brothers or something, his name was Justin. And so I tried to talk to him, and that just didn't work out. I just don't consider that a heartbreak because we barely talked. I would say like we talked for like 2 weeks. Like, is that a heartbreak? But in my head, like when I met him, I'm like, yes, you're friends with my best friend's friend. This could work out forever. I had it all planned out, but like it just didn't work out. But yeah, he had stopped talking to me because I had a baby. But it wasn't a secret. It's just like we had hung out a few times. Other times it was like in public, but like it was like his events I would go to and things like that. We didn't have like a lot of one-on-one time, but like I told him, like, I have a son. And then after that, he just, like, was acting really weird. And, like, at that, I would say, like, my mom heart was broke because I was like, wow, am I ever going to find love or whatever the case may be just because I have a son? And, like, I think that was it. But that's, like, not really, like, a heartbreak. Like, because after that, we seen each other. It wasn't awkward. Like, once I stopped liking somebody in a certain sense, like, I just stopped. Like, I could be your friend. I could be at a club with you. It take me a minute to be okay seeing you another female. But it's like, in my head, if I already think that you was cheating while we was together, while we was talking, or like you were already showing me signs of unfaithfulness, you're just confirming what I had in my head. So thank you for letting me know that I was right to leave you, like, And so, yeah, Jay, this one time I had came to his house, y'all. Came to his house. I'm leaving college. I came home every weekend. I come to this man's house, and when I come to his house, I pull up, and he really thought he was slick. Like, I pulled up, and this car pulls off, and I'm like, what is that? But I'm on the phone with my best friend. I'm like, girl, where? She like, what are you doing? I'm like, following this car. I'm like, following this car. He got me messed up because he knew I was coming over, and it was late. Like, he knew what time I was coming over. Like, we had this already pre-planned. This was our schedule. After I put Daniel to sleep, I would leave the house. So I still lived with my mom at this time, and I'm like, I would leave the house. So we're still in Indiana, and I just remember pulling up to his house. His car pulls off. The car comes back. I come back, and the car pulls off again. So I'm like, okay, but I follow the car, a little distance this time, and the car pulls up into this parking lot. I pull up past the parking lot inside of the school parking lot, and I'm sitting there, and I'm just watching. And I said, I need to see who's gonna get out this car. I need to see who gonna get out this car. I couldn't see if it was a girl or boy driving, but anybody pulling off like that, if I'm the female, I just like, yo, pull off. My man just told me to skirt off. That's what I'm gonna do. So I look, and he gets out the car. He got his little glasses on, his little Ray-Bans, thinking that he hot stuff. He gets out the car, and I'm looking at him. I'm on the phone with Kendra like, yo, this man just got out the car. She like, what you about to do? I said, wait till he get home, and I'm gonna pull up. So I watch him walk home because the car leaves him there, goes his own little way. I watch him walk home. I pull up, and then now he's answering his phone. He texting me. He like, hey, where you at? I'm like, about to pull up. About to pull up. I pull up, y'all. I come to the door. Bam, 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 bam. Knock on it, but I'm not knocking all like loud or whatever. I'm like, boom, 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 boom. He like, hey, my bad. I was asleep. This man has pajama pants on, no shirt, and I'm talking about rubbing his eye like he just woke up. I'm like, my whole heart was like, wow, you just played me. Like, you've been really playing me. So y'all know me, as a strong, independent black woman I am, I turned around and got back in my car, and I said, never again. It's like, nah, y'all, I still went inside the house. Idiot. I still went inside the house. Went inside. I'm talking to him, and I'm just like, but that day we did have like a really deep conversation where I kind of told him like that was like my last time of like, my hope of us even having anything was kind of just out the window. And I'm like, you know, when I go to school, and I think that was like my last time seeing him. We tried to do YouTube together when I very, very, very first started, but the videos are not on there. I think I deleted them, or they're private, and it was just a lot of drama. Like, he just really wasn't good at communicating when it was time to communicate, and that really hurt my heart, because I really liked him, and he was a really good friend to me. But after that, like, once I kind of turned off like the love buttons and the like button, because we never said I love you or nothing, like, but the really like button, once I kind of turned that off, and my heart was like, okay, well, that didn't work out, bad decision, whatever, I was just kind of like chilling. So this happened freshman year in college, and yeah, and then after that, I'm a YouTuber. I love YouTube, and then did another heartbreak, but you know, we all bounce back. But yeah, one thing I tell anybody that's watching this video, heartbreaks suck, but they don't last forever. Your heart be hurt for like a good, like, I'm gonna give it, for me, I'm gonna say about a good 3 months, your heart hurt. You know, you see how your other half responds to certain stuff. They start being like, just doing a lot. Like Jay, he was, I'm talking about buying folks necklaces. Like, what happened to I don't buy females? Like, yo, you're just showing out for them not to even still be together. Like, just some real, just showing out type of stuff. And then, like, still trying to, like, keep in contact with me. And, like, we actually turned into, like, really, really good friends after that. Like, we just, like, kept the boundary where we just don't cross that line. But, like, he's really, like, to this day, a really good friend of mine that he always gonna, like, hold a special part of my heart. Like, that's just my buddy. But yeah, that's like anybody with a heartbreak. It's hard, it's uncomfortable, and you definitely don't really know like what to expect. You don't know exactly, you know, how long it will last. And I still have moments where I think about these little moments and I'm like, wow. But they all made me stronger. From the first heartbreak in 6th grade, definitely opened up my eyes, just like kind of realizing like what I want in a guy. Anybody who likes me is going to be able to tell the whole world, scream in the hallway that they do, and not do like this like fake pumping, fake pump, whatever the word is. I don't like stuff like that. But all of my heartbreaks taught me so much stuff about what I like in a dude, what I don't like in a dude, who is a boy, who is a man, and just how mature, like how drastically stuff can change in like 5 years. Like 5 years ago, I can tell y'all right now, I thought I was marrying this boy. His name started with S, but I could have sworn we was getting married. That was my man. I loved him. Like, y'all see, like, you just think, like, when you're going through it, just seems like we're going to be together forever. We talked for, like, a good, like, year or two. This is my boo. No. And after that, you, like, after you get used to it, like, once I get accustomed to living my life without you, I'm okay. Like, once you show me, like, what I'm going to get from you, if it's not texting me, calling me not seeing you, once I get that, I'm okay with it. Because like at one point you think like, oh, I can't be without this person. We was with each other every day and yada 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 yada. That was for that moment. But like the stuff that I know now, I just know that like what I'm doing is so much like right now I'm just getting prepared for the right man, and I know that he's gonna find me and it's gonna be at the right time, and everything is just gonna make sense at that moment. So I'm like really excited like when it comes down to like dating and stuff, because like heartbreaks are inevitable. Like you're gonna get your heart broken, whether it's with a friendship, it's with a job, it's with yourself, you know, you break your own heart, or it can be with a relationship. But with any of those, do not let it hinder you from going forward. Forgive, forget, keep going. Like just keep going. Like that's all you can do. You can beat yourself up all day like, oh my goodness, like I miss this person so much. You're allowed to miss people, but you gotta move on. At some point you have to just allow yourself to say like, if this was really meant to be, it will come back, it will be right, and that's it. And you know, if people ask me about anything, if a specific person, people who personally know me, like, do you miss this person? Yeah. If this person was to call me right now, like I still talk to a few people from my past that kind of like matured in such a way that I couldn't really talk to when I was in a relationship. Now that I'm out of a relationship, I've rekindled friendships and stuff with people that showed up in more aspects than people I've been in relationships with, and that's just life. Like even old friendships, like people that showed up in areas and we were able to have a mature conversation about like where I went wrong, where you went wrong. And hey, I'm not looking for this from you, a relationship, but you were a good friend to me. And you know, of course, being prayerful about it and things like that leads you to the right place. But anybody who's going through a heartbreak and feel like this is the end of the world, everything that you do now is for 5-year Ariana, 5-year Ranisa, whatever the heck your name may be. You know, everything that I do now is for the 5-year me. So I just don't want to look back and be like, oh my God, I remember after my breakup, I spent the whole 2 years crying in my bedroom, and my ex moved on, got married, and now I'm like at the wedding drinking drinks and like, oh my God, I'm stressed out. Versus like, okay, I allowed myself a good 8 months, cry, pray, self-love, and now I'm so focused on self-love that love is going to come to me at the right time. And so I just be trying to think about, even though I'm uncomfortable right now, even though it may not make sense right now, even though I have moments where I miss certain people, I have to make sure that everything I do to this day, the future Ariana won't look back and be like, are you dumb? Why did you do that? Because you just don't want to live in regret. So don't sit there pouting, crying. You're allowed to feel how you feel. If you want to cry, cry, but give yourself about a good 2 days and then get up and keep it moving. Okay? Keep your body, keep your mind moving, whether it's working out, whether it's journaling, of course, praying, Bible studying, reading your word, filling yourself up with people that that fill you up versus like drain you. Make sure that you are around the right people, and everything in your life will just come together slowly but surely. And if y'all don't believe in it, I am a living example of somebody who was in a room crying. I'm talking about snot nose bubbles. I'm talking about I did the I want you back. I did every last thing that you can think of when it comes to a heartbreak in every different season. And then I got to a point where it was like I'm not begging for nobody to be in my life. The only person I'm begging to be in my life is a better me. And that's it. That's period on the T. That's everything. Every time you look at yourself, say like, only thing I'm chasing, not money, not nothing. That I'm chasing to get wisdom, peace, joy. I'm seeking to get straight up like the better version of myself every day. That's the only thing I'm chasing. I'm chasing for a better me. I'm chasing for a better future for myself. I'm chasing for a better future for my sisters. I'm chasing for a better future for my family, for people that I care about, that I would consider my friends, for my son and his kids and kids like that. That's all that you need to be chasing. You know what I'm saying? Do not be out here chasing these little nappy-headed boys, and do not be out here chasing these little nappy-headed girls. You know, not all of us nappy-headed. You know what I'm saying? We got our moments, but you know, like, make sure that you whoever watches this video are focused on yourself. You don't need nobody to make you feel beautiful but you. Like, that's all. And it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. It's a process, but we all need it. Like, get up, get in your bag. In the bag that you're filling it up with, make sure it's love, make sure it's joy, make sure it's peace, make sure it's happiness, pure happiness, not materialistic things, not a cute boyfriend and he fine, not a boy because he looked better than your ex and you can be revengeful. Because, you know, what do you get out of that? Your ex know you can do better because that's why he was with you. You know you can do better because that's why you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, guys. The only thing you can do is move forward. You know, stop being angry, stop being bitter. Let it go. Forgive. It's okay. Let it go. You are only hurting yourself when you hold on to this pain, these heartbreaks. No, I'm not claiming no heartbreaking. I'm not claiming no past relationship. I'm not claiming all of that. No, like, I'm none of the things that I used to be. I'm not as toxic. I'm not as insecure. I'm none of those things. Every day I wake up, I'm becoming a better version than I was the day before, and that's it. And God is working on me. Like, I still have areas that I need to work on, you know, but I'm not claiming any of those titles. I'm not claiming any of those mindsets. That's not me. And so anybody that's watching this video, I just want you to know that whatever you are going through, you are going to get through. Talk to yourself, make a voice recording, a video recording, type in a journal, talk to somebody, pray, a therapy, all of it in between, and just watch how God can completely come into your life and change your mindset. And when he changes your mindset, everything around you changes. You look at stuff completely different, and your tastes are going to change, your standards are going to change, how you look at yourself, how you carry yourself, your confidence, everything changes. You walk in a room and you don't need your hair and makeup done to even feel like, I know when I walk in this room, I bring something to the table, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, anything. Like, don't let your past hurt stop you from anybody else in the future, because that's not fair to them to go in with something somebody else did to you. And don't be mad at yourself like, I should have never allowed that to happen, because I definitely beat myself up, but like, I should have never No, you live, you learn, you love, and you move on. Okay? And I still got my moments where I be like, oh. But when I had those moments, I let myself feel it, and then after that I go, all right, get back together. Or if I can't get myself right out of it, I go talk to my sisters, I go talk to my mom, or I go call one of my accountability partners who be like, you know, like, I'm really thinking about this, and they allow me to feel how I feel. We pray about it, and you just go from there. Like, I'm not saying after a breakup be okay. I'm saying that it's okay not to be okay, but make sure that you stay focused, that how you feel now, you owe it to yourself to only do better. You know, you owe it to yourself to forgive and to forget and to move on. Other than that, I love you guys so much. I need to finish eating my food, and I will see you guys later on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, or whatever. Who knows I'm gonna be on. So make sure y'all got your post notifications on, and I love you guys, and I'm out. Peace.